Right, hello. Hopefully we get some people on. So as quite a few people were on and chatting and we were doing Days Gone yesterday, I thought I'd just do more of that today. So wait for some people to get on. Trying to currently... There we go. So anyway, what was I doing when I last was on? Yeah, had that story member objective to do up there. But I'm also quite tempted to go to that other survivors camp, that one down there. Now, see if I clear that infestation, I can do fast travel. So we might as well see about clearing that infestation there. I also want to see then if I can upgrade my motorbike in that one, if it's like, you know, to actually start getting a slightly better one, because like I said, my current motorbike is a bit shit.
Get out of my way!
Oh, yep. So yeah, when people are on sale out. Oh, this will be in there.
Someone's trapped.
Get off the bike, doesn't it?
Bounty. Need this? Hey, hey, hey. It's okay. You're not gonna make it out here. I know where there's a camp. Camp? Where? Show me. I'll go.
Copeland's one seems to have a better reward or less money, but I'll take that because I want to get the
Mark Copeland. It's safe there. I was done for. Holy shit, you know. Thank you so much, oh man. Name's Deacon. They know who I am. Okay, keep running. Stay out of sight. I can fix this. That should do it.
Yeah, we get some people on in a minute. But yeah, like I said, just carry on more of this. What's this there? Have I been here before? Rose End. No, I haven't been to that one yet. So it's filled with those crazy nut jobs. Alright, Rajiv, we might as well deal with these guys while I'm here. So, can I craft any more bolts? No, I don't have any spare bolts, right, okay. Might as well just go loud with a pistol right now. Oh, it's just a regular zombie. I thought that was one of them then, from the distance. So some on the rooftops over there. Yeah, I was, like I said, really enjoying this. I haven't played much more of it today. I left it for the stream. Today I've just been like mucking about on other stuff today, as well as just doing stuff around the house. Cold's a bit better today, at least. Not symptom free yet, but I'd say I felt a bit less achy in that today. Got a better night's sleep as well last night. Let's move up. This one.
Goddamn rippers. I am going to kill all of you. Back! Back!
I don't know how many are at this objective yet. Yeah, almost Christmas again, yeah. Where I work, they've got shitloads of Christmas tat already in.
Need this more than you.
Yeah, good, and some of those have dropped AKs, haven't they? So that'll give me a bit more ammo. That was just a regular zombie. Alright, Rich.
Okay.
Yeah, bar humbug. Alright, let's just deal with this guy before I look at the comments again. In case I get sniped while reading. Anybody else alive around here?
Here's the generator.
Still warning me there's people, I suppose, that could be infected nearby as well. Where's the body that says? Oh, inside the trailer probably. Yeah. Good ammo, that's always helpful. Yeah, I want to take that fuel I found, didn't I, wherever that was, because I can use that for the generator, wherever that is.
More scrap.
Is that in here, the fuel can? No, I saw one somewhere. There it is. Yeah.
Fuel can.
So just to find their generator and top that up. Wherever that is. That's probably that, isn't it? The generator, yep.
There you go.
Yeah, basically that. Like I said, a bar mace would work as well. Like that bar mace I've got, although, like I said, they're really heavy, although they wouldn't break. That would be the good thing of a bar mace. You could keep smashing zombies' heads in or whatever with a bar mace, and it isn't going to just snap like some of the other sort of melee type things in games like this. Let's just fill the bike up while I'm here. That glitch. Right, let's go back to what I was doing over there. What's that about GT body and neck? Sorry, Rajiv. Oh, you're on about guitar. Oh, sorry, you're talking to somebody else about guitar. I thought you were on about randomly about a game then. Now, is this going to be... What's the condition 57 about? One of those places that when I start the generator, the speakers start blaring. So I'm wondering if the speakers blare, can I break the speakers before turning on the generator? I've still not got any bolts. Yeah, I can break the speakers. So if I spot any speakers and break them now, when I turn the generator on, it's not, at least not those speakers I've already broken aren't going to attract enemies. I mean, they're still attracted by the gunshots anyway, but... Yeah, there's some more. I think there's normally about 3 per base I've done so far. But I don't know if, like, later in the game you get bases with more and more loudspeakers. Favourite Enfield variant? Bear in mind I've only got a number 1 Mark III Star or whatever they're called. My granddad used both that and the number 4 Mark I. I know which technically isn't a Lee Enfield, it's just known as the number 4 rifle. But, yeah, and I think he preferred that to the older one. But again, like, although there was all the crap about the Jungle Carbine, I actually think the Jungle Carbine looks like the best one. But again, most of the Jungle Carbine's faults, as far as I'm aware, came from it being, there we go. So I missed a speaker around there. Oh, there's still quite a lot of speakers I missed. That didn't go that well. Let's get those speakers as fast as possible then. Not a really bad job of hitting that one, was I?
Shit, almost out.
Got all of them now.
Another Nero injector. Good.
Yeah, I'll probably do another health upgrade. That's E.
Here goes nothing. Oh, good. Another micro recorder. One of these is gonna explain what
It's an optician's thing, look there.
Goddamn time. Jesus, I'm tired.
Did I miss anything?
Yeah, you wouldn't believe it. This morning, we had a goddamn pilgrimage come through.
What? What are you talking about?
A fucking cult. Half naked, shaved heads. Some of them very bad. Hippie-dippy fans and trucks.
Shit. I've seen these clowns. Were they chanting a bunch of shit like, get low, be free, follow the path, shit like that?
Yeah, that's them.
They call themselves R.I.P. Rest in peace.
That Molotov did do a very good job.
All this shit is part of some plan. Where are they headed?
Try to frag.
Beyond that, I don't know and don't care. All right, man. Have a good one.
Wasting ammo like nobody's business now. At least I can pick their ears up for bounties that I know about now. Time to heal. What does a health cocktail do then? Give you like, I see, it gives you some like active boost other than when it's first healed you. Right, so I'll craft some more bits there. Full on everything else. Might be useful. But yeah, regarding I mean, the number 4 Mark 1 is probably better. I mean, the number 3 is like the older design, or number 1, sorry. Number 1 is the older design that's sort of the World War 1 and early World War 2 design, but the number 4, I think, was an improved rifle, wasn't it, in every way, basically. But yeah, it's like I said, the Jungle Carbine's the one that has the bad reputation that apparently is undeserved. It's basically because the Jungle Carbine had the M14's issue, at least in, what do you call it, in like Vietnam, where, although there were real issues of it, the issues of like wood warping and that in the tropics are basically something that all the other Enfields have had the same issue with. Because again, carbine length bolt actions are actually probably just nicer, because it's like with where I've got the Italian, Carcano. I've got the Carcano carbine variant. And like, you really don't need a longer rifle than that in terms of, unless you're really, really, you know, like long distance shooting. So it was one of those ones where, you know, like for actual probably weight and carrying it around, you'd get all the power and range you needed out of the Jungle Carbine variant, the number 5, whatever it's called. But obviously, like I said, it got a bit of a bad reputation because when it was used in Malaya or wherever it was, it, you know, had wood warping issues. But again, like I said, all the other Enfields have had the exact same issue. It was just obviously the Stens and whatever else are being used alongside it didn't have wood warping issues, because if they had full metal bodies, that wouldn't be an issue. Yeah, I don't know anything about that. Obviously, like, I know you can have keyholing issues with ammo and that with guns, but is that just because of the rifle twist or length of the barrel? Because it would seem weird that a Jungle Carbine would have that issue, but, say, a number 4 wouldn't. Yeah, like I said, both the number 1 Mark III and the number 4 Mark 1 are very, like, famous good rifles. It just depends what you want. And I guess the price of them, what condition they're in. But, I mean, both of those are just classic 303 rifles. You know, both were used, well, obviously, the number 1 was used in World War 1 and World War 2. But obviously, the number 4 is the famous World War 2 rifle. And again, the funny thing is the number 4 isn't technically a Lee Enfield, apparently, even though everybody calls it a Lee Enfield. Like, you know, no longer officially had Lee Enfield in the name, even though it's clearly, you know, the later evolvement of an SMLE. Ah, okay, yeah. Like I said, then if you're better to go for one of the older ones, yeah, just take your pick with what you like more. Like I said, I'd have both if I had the choice, you know, both functioning. Like I said, I've got a deactivated number 1. Bear in mind also if you want to put bayonets on them, and I don't know what the laws near you are like for bayonets, but putting bayonets on a number, they take different bayonets. So if you want to put the classic huge sword bayonet on, you need a number 1 with its bayonet lugs. The number 4 takes a pig sticker bayonet, like that looks a bit like a sharpened screwdriver, because the number 4 was designed to have just super cheap, shitty bayonets, whereas the number 1 takes like the really classic rifle bayonets. But you can't, you know, interchange the bayonets because the lugs and everything are different. There's shooting going on down there. Yeah. Is that somebody that's hostile there or what? Go on. How tough are these fucking wolves? There we go.
Always need ammo.
Yeah, big sticker!
Neat.
But yeah, like I said, it's most, but I imagine the performance you get in terms of accuracy and power are going to be near identical with a number 1 and a number 4. But like I said, if you can legally still have the bayonets mounted on them, because I know when I've talked to some Americans, that's a weird thing where some rifles have had to have their bayonet lugs removed or whatever. That might make a factor on it, in case you want to put a giant fuck off bayonet on, then you need a number 1. Okay, yeah, again, that's a bit weird, but again, like you said, it's probably twist rate, barrel length and all that, isn't it? Where there's not going to be too much of a difference between a number 1 and number 4's barrel. This guy either has really strong fingers or that's not a very high draw weight crossbow. Yeah, I'll take another melee weapon. Yes, please. Can I upgrade that one? Yeah. Where's that plant I'm looking for? Probably just to the side of the car. I mean, I just prefer the sword, because again, there's probably nothing stopping you, if you wanted, finding a damaged bayonet for the number 1 and just shaving it off to be like a really shitty, you know, metal spike. But, like I said, the number 4 didn't have nice bayonets as far as I'm aware. It just literally had the cheap production bayonets. Because, again, they worked for stabbing people, which is what the government at the time wanted. You know, use the least amount of steel possible or whatever metal to make a bayonet, as opposed to a nice, big, proper classic sword bayonet. They're just, yeah, literally, you know, what looks like a screwdriver with a point on the end. Again, it's very similar to like the SKS's bayonet and some of those other bayonets, you know, like just like the folding style bayonets, where it's just kind of a 3-point spike or whatever it is, you know. Kind of like a bodkin arrowhead, just stretched out. Like I said, I just think of it as a flathead screwdriver, really. But right, so there was another plant bush thing nearby that gives me there we go. More crossbow bonks. So I assume that just means if I take my thing to that gas pump, I can constantly fill the bike up from that gas pump. So yeah, what we want to do here is, I guess, burn out all the infected nests in this town to clear the town.
Ah, that's right. I gotta finish burning out this infestation zone.
Ah, yeah, this is the one from the really early mission in the game, isn't it? Where you have to, like, sneak through here. And then rescue Boozer.
Nest. Ooh, gotta be right around here.
Let's get at least one in there. Just seeing what this beeping thing is first.
Okay, one. Yeah, time to light it up.
Safe. Is there any way of opening that? No, I need to find a combination. I assume it's on a note or something. Because it's not one but like the Last of Us, so you can just try and keep guessing the combination if you had it written down prior. Oh, there we go. Frontier Motel safe combination. And I'm already max on whatever that is in there anyway. Yeah, because like I was saying, that's the thing, isn't it, with a number 4, that even though it was technically made cheaper, it's sort of more modern, better machining on it. But yeah, like I said, because I've never actually sadly shot the Enfields, like I said, my granddad used both in the war because they were issued the number 4s later on when, you know, their equipment was being upgraded. But yeah, obviously both of them were pretty much identical for them in service. You know, they didn't really notice any difference. But like I said, if all the people who have looked into it have said, yeah, the number 4s are slightly better metallurgy in that. And again, I think with the sights, it's probably personal preference. Because like I said, it's aperture, isn't it, as opposed to like the roller coaster style classic sights on the other one. But again, the Enfield sights aren't bad on the number 1. They're ones I can get a good sight picture of, even with my bad eyes. You know, it's not like an AK sight where it just kind of blurs my eye. Yeah, that was what I was saying, was earlier, the number 4 was basically, yeah, you've just sort of confirmed what I was sort of saying from what I could remember of the history of it, that it was cheaper to make but not actually a worse gun, because it was just, yeah, a better, more simplified, streamlined production process, you know, with better advances in, I guess, manufacturing technology compared to an, like, very late 1800 style gun. Still some bits to burn out around here. Oh, that's another one, isn't it, now? The sound just glitched then for me when I shot that zombie. Got a better craft some more Molotovs. Then I can at least start picking up the Molotov supplies again when I walk next to them. But yeah, like I said, it's your money, your choice. If you can get both for relatively similar prices, pick what you think would be better. I mean, obviously, like I said, if one of them has an obvious defect, then go for the one that's in better nick. But if they're both in very similar condition, just go with what you think would be better for you.
I smell it. It's gotta be getting close. Another nest. Let's go.
So it's 4 nests here, so I need to get this one and then there's one more. Yeah, I mean, or you could buy both, but yeah. I understand it's probably only practical to get one, but yeah. I think with either you'd probably be very happy. Again, that a lot of DIAT guns over here you have to pay more for than that, than something that's actually World War II history. Right, where's the last bit? I think probably that is the last one. Because I think when you've got close enough to them before, it will actually show you the exact locations rather than having to keep looking around the entire... No, and you can actually go inside once you've burnt the infestation down, okay. Is it in the back of the truck? Yeah, there was one when I was doing before, when the first nest I cleared out, and it took me fucking ages finding the one that was in the back of the truck. Because I was like, I've cleared out this building, I've cleared out this building, I've cleared out this building, where is it? And yeah, it was one in the truck.
Finished. Should be less freaks around here now.
Just go back to my bike. Then we'll go to that other place. So I want to see if I can buy a better bike or start upgrading this one. Yeah, this game, like I was saying with Rajiv yesterday, it reminds me of, like, yeah, Mad Max. I didn't say Mad Max yesterday, but now I'm thinking of it, it does remind me a bit of the Mad Max game as well. So it's a bit like The Last of Us meets, what we were saying the other one was, it reminds us of sort of 28 days, not 28 days later, like I Am Legend. Probably not, because I'm not very far into the game, Jay. But yeah, it reminds me of the Mad Max game as well, because of the kind of upgradable vehicle elements. So, Sawmill. Probably not. That's the cemetery. Marion Forks, that's the town. So no, I've not done the Sawmill yet. That's all I've uncovered of the map anyway. Right, let me fill my bike up at the gas pump. This guy's got the Halloween free treatment there, crushed between a car and like a barrier. Oh, very nice view of the mountains, I only just noticed. Oh, I'm going to get some more crossbow bolts while I can see that little thing for them. Can I go through that? No. Oh, wait, that's not the crossbow bolt one, is it? Never mind. Yeah, I can still sell that. The other interesting ones from India, the post-war Indian ones, is you can get ones in 7.62 NATO, can't you? 308, where they rechambered a load or like used one of the factories that made them in India, in Shapur or whatever it was, to make 308 versions. Yeah, 308 versions of it rather than 303. I don't yet need to go back to the gas pump. I just noticed there was a body icon I hadn't searched. The same company that did the stolen foul design. Like, you know, where they didn't get the license for the L1A1, but still basically got an L1A1. There we go. That's it. Can I go in that gas station? Oh yeah, I was here when I did that mission, wasn't I? Doing, yeah. It's a funny thing when you've been somewhere like this on the mission, because it's actually open world, I forget that, like, oh yeah, I've been to this place. Even if, like, yeah, you know, you did it in a mission and it's very different what you're doing there than when it's open world. Yeah, so as long as they work pretty well, they'd be pretty cool, those, in 308. It's a bit like some of the 308 versions of the Bren gun. Like, again, Britain did do its own one. Was it the L4 rifle? But South Africa had their own, like, variant of the Bren that was 308 as well. The cool thing with the British ones, I can't remember this if this was the same as the South African ones, is the SLR mags fit in the Bren and vice versa. Because the idea was that the rifle teams could give their mags to the Bren gunner to, you know, put the 20-round SLR mags into the thing. Oh, there's a wire.
Get the bastard and killed him!
That it? Right, let me get some crossbow bolts from that tree that was over there. Oh, and this will be the tunnel that we clear out in that cutscene early in the game. Well, not cutscene, because you have to go through the little side tunnels to do it, but... And I think I've done this camp before. Yeah, but anyway, I want to be going there, don't I? Oh, a deer. Whoops. Didn't kill that deer that time by hitting it. Oh, I did. No, a deer. Yeah, that bike's pretty fucked, but that's alright, because I'll see if I just get it repaired or a new one at that place that I'm going to. Oh, there's a collectible or whatever it is around there. Let me have a look at that. The horror house. I was saying, I don't know if the South African ones were the same, but I know South Africa did a 7.62 FAL as well.
Like your bike needs some loving, Dean.
Right, yeah, so this guy at least can,
Yeah, it is hard to find fuel out there.
there we go. This guy at least can, yeah, improve the bike, so... Engine. That will use up nearly all my money. But, that's just top speed. It's just ammo. Fuel tank. Oh, that one I can equip anyway, so we might as well equip that one. Damage one. Nitrous isn't really that important for now. Increases traction, again, not that important. I might just spend all my money on the engine for now then.
Need anything else?
Is that because they're metric FAL mags, not imperial FAL mags?
Alright, check back later, man.
Deacon,
See you.
what's up? Can I help you? That'll last you. Alright.
Let me just do the butcher guy and the bounty guy while I'm here. Just to get some money back.
Hey there.
How's it going?
Jesus, Deke. You hear what's happening? Black choppers. The feds are still flying. Can you believe that shit?
Wait, what? What are you talking about?
No, Cope won't shut up about it. He says it proves what he has been saying from the start, that the feds are behind this whole mess. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? All that conspiracy shit. You think he's right?
Copeland right about anything? No. But listen to me. If you see a black chopper, a Nero helicopter, you let me know, okay?
Yeah, sure, Deke. Whatever you say.
You got something to say about it?
See you, man.
See you later.
That's giving me a load of money again.
What's up?
May as well
Damn
fill
it.
up all my ammo again.
Good choice.
Yep.
Okay. Later, man.
And just do a mission for this guy while I'm in over here.
There, there.
That says I'm already doing a job for him. What's Copeland's job then? Oh, it's that one, isn't it? Yep. I got really early on, and then but I wanted to start exploring as soon as I had the chance to explore, so I hadn't.
What's up?
There are notes somewhere or whatever that's doing that beep, so I can just pick it up and stop it beeping.
How's it going, dude?
Manny, what's going on? From my experience, ain't nothing zen about repairing your bike.
Cope says he's been helping out around the camp. He won't say it, but he appreciates it.
What's up, Manny?
Yeah, it's already a lot better, this bike.
Hey, Cope, this man I tracked down. Who'd he kill?
Why do you care? It's just another bounty job, isn't it?
Look, I don't care. I just want to know their names. Who, Cope?
One of them was a man named Randall. Been with the camp almost a year. I didn't know the other two. You want me to ask?
No, I guess not.
You find that son of a bitch. You radio me. Copeland out.
It doesn't look too bad.
No, that's a shame, Kevin.
This is Radio Free Oregon. The truth.
See if there's anything worth grabbing while I'm here before carrying on to that objective.
This morning. In our supposed global utopia, instead of getting the best products from around the world, we got the shittiest products cheap foreign labor could churn out. Everything in the last 50 years was built to break, so that you could buy once, buy again, buy. You always had to get the new car, the new phone, the new this and that, all to feed the beast.
Yeah, and some of this reminds me of Red Dead Redemption 2 as well, when you're sort of just going around in the wilderness like this.
You need real, hard-working Americans at the helm. When we build something, it'll stand the test of time. And the same hands that built this country, they'll withstand anything this new world throws at us. Our roads bend, friends, but they do not break. And neither will we. This is Mark Copeland for Radio Free Oregon. Don't believe the lies.
They look pretty broken to me, Cope, but hey, whatever you say. Nothing wrong with a little crass commercialism. I mean, I could use a new bike right about now. Here we go. That should be it.
There he is. Silver helmet, red gas tank. That's it.
Oh, shit! The hell?
So you thought you'd ride into Copeland's camp, shoot the place up, that about right? Kill a few folks, take some shit, and just ride out, or you just chop it all.
Oh, I have infinite ammo, do I, during this bit?
Drifter, you working for Copeland? Yeah?
Oh no, I don't. Okay, no.
Damn it!
too hard. And that was me not realising how to do the shooting mechanic properly to begin with.
What did you do, you son of a bitch? Hey, no, 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 no.
Yeah, well, Coke kind of frowns on that. Not a fan of it myself, if you want to know the truth. Give drifters a bad name. What if you'd shot Manny? You know, who fixed my bike then? Stupid piece of shit.
Screw you! You want to cope with Stoney's? You little bitch! That's what you are! You little bitch!
Cope, it's done. Got him.
You tell
Mark
him.
down these coordinates and send your man out here.
You hear me? Hey,
Is he
Drifter.
alive?
Drifter.
Yeah, he's alive. But I won't promise you how long he's gonna stay that way. Deacon out.
Oh, that's the logging camp one. Yep, I'll go do that one now.
You tell him, Drifter. You tell him I said go.
Boozer, you there?
Sadly, it's not a collector's license
wanna
as
check
far
and
as I'm
find
aware
out.
you'd need. It's, like I said, the proper
Hang in there,
firearms
buddy.
certificate
As
for
soon as
each
we get
type
that
of gun you're
outcast,
getting.
we'll ride north,
And
just like you
bear
said.
in mind, a lot of that's politically done as well now. You know, good luck doing that if you're not a,
Just work on
you know,
getting
dick
better.
sucker of the government.
I still got some work to do on the bike, and we gotta stock up on some gear. But once you're patched up, we're out of here. Deacon out.
Okay, this is it. Yeah, oh, this camp is gonna be crawling.
Yeah. Nah, you gotta leave the bike out here, Deke, or it'll pull all of them down on you.
I leveled up again yet? Oh yeah, 2 skill points, good. Okay, kill smaller enemies after escaping from a grapple, that sounds useful. Ability to repair melee weapons as scrap, that sounds useful. Yep. Yep, both of those. Like I said, in this, now I've got that skill upgrade, headshots are easier to get in this, because of the fact that, like I said, it kind of does a bit of auto-aim onto their head, which you don't get before that perk. You totally missed that one.
Oh, warehouse. Yeah, it looks like the kind of place you want to call home, yeah?
I like how much this guy's a bit of a nut job, constantly talking to himself. Yeah, it looks like there's a couple of infected points in there.
God damn it, what you all shit yourself at once? Jesus Christ. Oh, goddamn freaks. What the hell are you doing in here? Huh? Oh, this place is a death trap. Okay, gotta be careful, Fire in the hole. Getting kinda cold out here. Thought I'd help you out.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't want that. I want
Well, better have a look around.
Okay, one nest done. How many more you got?
So yeah, let's see about repairing that thing. So yeah, repair, free scrap, and I've got 9. Yeah, that's not bad. Repair mechanic, seeing as scrap's generally quite easy to get. I assume that's another one there I need to burn. If I can get a good angle on it. He's still alive. Yeah, I mean, I've got some black powder guns. They're not considered guns by law. But yeah, like, as far as I'm aware, you need to be like a properly licensed big museum with lots of security measures to get, you know, like functioning guns just, you know, stored in your house that way, if that makes sense.
A little warm you up. Come on, fellas.
Oh, I see, you have to time that right to get the insta-kill from that bit. I get it now. Yeah.
That's all of them a year. That's all of them a year.
Looks like there's still some more to do in other bits of this place. Yeah, still 2 more to get. Where's that one? Oh, missed.
Ammo's gone. Okay. There's gotta be a nest in this shack. Oh yeah, a nest. Okay, you boys just keep right on sleeping. Don't pay no attention to me. Come on, boys and girls. Let's do this.
Just wait for that to burn up down to get the residue rather than wandering off again. Primers I've never seen for sale. As in without going to a gun reloading thing that would want loads of things. Black powder is on a totally different license to firearms, so it comes under fireworks legislation. So the guns you won't need any stuff for, but actually buying black powder in decent quantities, I think you need some sort of fireworks licensing for. In terms of, yeah, like primers and percussion caps, I've never seen them for sale anywhere that wouldn't, you know, would only sell them to people with a gun license, you know, so the place was covering their own arse, essentially. So it's one of those things where percussion caps and all those for your black powder guns shouldn't need any sort of license whatsoever, but a lot of sellers make sure people have a license to cover their own arse, you know, to make it harder for anybody to buy them, if that makes sense. There are sporting legislations, but it's incredibly hard, strictly controlled. And again, it's one of those things that, unless you have a gun range near you, like most people don't, near you locally, or land you're allowed to shoot on, which most people don't, you're never going to get the license because they're going to say you don't want it for legitimate use. And again, like I said, the sad thing with all the sporting stuff and that is, you know, the government makes the rules harder, clubs have to close down, then it's like a vicious cycle. There's less of an industry there and, you know, market for people to buy and sell guns. Of course, you could just illegally buy a firearm, because, not that I'm encouraging that, but in the UK there's lots of illegal firearms. It's just that, you know, all this legislation does fuck all to stop people, you know, manufacturing guns and bringing them in, you know, via dinghy when they enter the country illegally.
God, you like that? Huh? Come on, you sons of bitches, come on. Is that the last of them? Finally.
Oh, it moves way too fast. I need more scrap to repair this.
Boozer, it's done. I cleared those nests. Should be less freaks on the mountain from now on.
Hey, Deke, how'd it go? Were there a lot of them?
Nah, it wasn't too bad. That's why I wanted to take them on while it's dark out. Some of them were strong as hell, though.
Yeah, cold makes them stronger. But you knew that.
Yeah, Boozer. I knew that.
Anyway, well, thanks for doing that, Deke.
Get some shut-eye, Boozer. Deacon out.
Yeah, there's again, we won't go into that on the chat just because, yeah, I know about a lot of the ways of getting around stuff, but, you know, I don't want any more of the feds breathing down my neck with this sort of shit. But yes, that Armstrong mixture and all that, yeah, I'm very aware of, you know, how to make your own black powder and percussion caps and things like that. Again, also, YouTube gets a bit funny about talking about shit like that as well, so I'd rather not risk getting in any trouble over that, where you say something that they consider as, like, you know, promoting terrorism or whatever. Yeah, manufacturing firearms in Minecraft. Oh, I've been on nearly an hour already. Might as well get the last two nests up there, seeing as I'd already started that one at another point. It's just when I was doing it before, it was when there was a mission on and you had to use stealth, so I didn't bother doing all that at that time, because, Ooh.
I know.
Oh, it's the first time I've died in this game.
Another bounty. Boozer, it's done. I cleared those nests. Should be less freaks on the mountain from now on.
Hey, Deke, how'd it go? Were there a lot of them?
Nah, it wasn't too bad. That's why I wanted to take them on while it's dark out. Some of them were strong as hell, though.
Yeah, cold makes them stronger.
Yeah, Boozer. I knew that.
Anyway, thanks for doing that thing.
Get some shut-eye, Boozer. Deacon out. Scrap. Okay.
Yeah, let's try again on that other bit. Let's do a quick save. So I assume then if I die, it's the quick saves worked. Right. So yeah, we're going up to this graveyard. Getting some more arrows. Actually, before I go further, let's get that other cedar one that was up there somewhere. Thought the thing so there was one up here. Yeah, there is.
There we go. Yeah, ammo.
Yeah, I'm going to try and remember to quick save now every time I get on the bike after doing something, because like I said, I hadn't actually died in this before, so I didn't realise it can sometimes put you like 10 minutes back or whatever.
Vagrant camp. Bastards have been ambushing all the supply runs around here, haven't you?
There's the vagrant camp. I'll do that actually while I'm here, because that's closer. And I won't be on too much longer, because I've been on an hour. Yeah, there's also a thing, isn't there, that I saw about capacitors on some old consoles as well, where it's worth just swapping them out or even removing them entirely, where some of them can, you know, just burn out or explode or whatever over time, or leak, you know, and then damage the PCB when they
At last. One down. Let's do this.
Let's have a bit of a drink before I carry on. What's the stealth kill button? Oh, fuck's sake, you saw me anyway.
Come on out!
Hello. Get that guy.
Come on, come on. drifters you ambushed down there, huh?
Not moving, huh? Move up.
Come on!
You hear something?
I'm hit!
Shit, almost out. Let's do this, come on. You murdering son of a bitch.
Someone's...
Yeah, this crossbow's pretty fucking damn good. If only I had a bigger quiver for it.
Oh, crap.
No, not many left to clear now. Oh, actually, you can get some more bolts there.
There it is. Down the hatch.
Alright, so that's the bunker hatch, I guess. So once I've killed him, I can go down there. Yeah, there was one guy looking in the air when he came around the corner as well. Maybe the guy who's attacking us is flying rather than being, you know, crouched or crawling on the ground. Better, you know, he's checking for drones. He's spent too much time observing modern warfare.
They're down! Find cover!
Get down, get down!
Last one. Gotta finish this. Oh, I think that's it. Roads will be a little safer now. I mean, not much, but a little. Oh, we look like the type to have an underground bunker. Yeah?
We already know they do, mate, because we walked across it. Yeah, he's thinking it's going to be Red Dawn, Chinese, North Korean, or Russian and like South American paratroopers. Wolverines! Yeah, but I suppose that's kind of a good portrayal of somebody like this, where they're not completely sane and everything if it's years after an apocalypse and like they've seen loads of people die. You think you would actually end up being a bit deranged, wouldn't you? Got his little ham radio.
What do they got here? A map. Yes. What's this? How to craft it? Yeah, yes. This will come in handy.
Because if you had this room here and then a toilet on the side, it'd be a bit like an ROC post. Right, I'll probably be where I finish the stream for today. So, yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. Like I said, this is quite a fun game. I'll probably do a webcam stream tomorrow, because like I said, it seems like my cold's on the way out now, thankfully. Not as bad today as it was yesterday. Yeah, it's still not great, but compared to how I felt most of yesterday, I feel you know, a lot better in myself. So, yeah, like I said, plan tomorrow is, yeah, do a regular sort of stream in the evening, maybe get a video filmed. I've got a few jobs I need to do again around the house tomorrow. So, I'll need to get those due, so they'll take a few hours, you know, spread out throughout the day, but I'll try and, if I do a stream, get on for 5 PM. Yeah, I'll just sleep and then save and then stop the stream, but yeah, so that's my plan for tomorrow. Let's save.